Okay, this is October 5th and describing some new updates to the site, particularly dealing with processing FastQ files, which are available from uBiome and probably available from other sites with enough nagging emailing to whoever runs the site. The advantage of the FastQ is you have far better access to the stuff. I have a walkthrough of how to convert a FastQ file. uBiome happens to be where I obtained the FastQ file to a taxonomy, and the link is there, and you will see that also in the video notes. Okay, so that will walk you through what needs to be done and the steps. But let's go over and take a look at what you needed, what you do once you get the final results. So go to your favorite website, I hope, cough, cough, cough. Click this one, and you see the FastQ. It points out it has to be processed through the Secret Biotech website. I cannot process the FastQ files right now on the site, mainly because there's a whole ton of very complicated coding that needs to be done to support this. So you click that, you go in, type in your email. I'm going to use our favorite demo account. Just work demo. You can use it if you want. If you're unsure about putting sites or personal information, like identifying you, use a demo site and it will give you a bit of fun. Then you select the file to do it. It's been filtered to the right type of file. Here we have the type of file we want. We click open, and I'll put the person here as YouTube. Simply there. You should update the dates to whatever date it was actually taken on, and then click upload and consent. Now, it takes a few seconds to process it, but not that long, and now we have what we just done right there. Now, if I want to go and do it again, I'm going to do it just for the sake of illustration. Go back, upload again, walk through, and demo, and we'll call this one walkthrough. And here I'm actually going to flip over and grab a different file which I had processed through here, upload and consent. And now we're there. One thing I should point out, which actually was helpful for somebody, is there's a hash code here. The hash code numbers should never be the same for any two samples. However, if they do happen to be identical, it suggests that you may have double uploaded the same file. So that is something to keep in mind. So now it's uploaded. Everything is there. You can go and download it if you want in different formats. You can go in and explore and do other things. You will notice compared to uBiome's things like the uBiome metabytes is not on it on the list of choices because those are not provided anywhere. And this section over here will be fixed right now. Since I just got a code written, I'm having to finish putting everything through. Before we go and say we are done, let's go up to update or delete samples. And the reason is here you have a uBiome sample. Here you have perhaps the same file processed for Sequential Biotechnica, and you want to be able to match them. So I go down and say, okay, here, and now I do an update. Same down here, and I'll go and match this one and do an update. Now when I go back to change samples, we'll see that the matching files. In other words, these two files were done on the same sample or on the same day. What this does is will allow me to do additional reports at comparing the uBiome report you got with Sequential Biotech one. So you can see what the differences are between the two ways of processing it. So that's basically it. You have the usual My Biome view. It says you have 12 extreme values. Those often are values of a bacteria which you've never seen before because the new processing happens to be very sweet for additional greater depth of bacteria detected. And then we have all the usual. So everything is the same as with everything else. And you can see where you are going. You will notice that some stuff appears to be much more sensitive. You can have just one, you can have three, etc. So it looks like we may actually have finer information on it. There's a whole question about reliability, but that's a whole different issue. We have a number of samples here, all the usual. So let's go back and summarize. Basically, it's real simple. Upload. It's there. Everything else is the same. And you have a new feature of download. Very simple, very clean cut. And tell me if you encounter any problems. Thanks.